This is my 62, 3, 4 maybe. I don't know. I really don't know much about this car. We ended up with it last week. So this car was a car that came up on Facebook of all things, and one of the guys from the Volvo Amazon group tagged me in it because he knew that I was in Georgia and looking for a wagon. and have been for quite some time. And lo and behold, here this thing is. It sat for many, many years under a tree, and it is very rusty. It has no frame. Last registered in 1992. The hatch is locked. The motor is stuck. And I have very little time to do anything with this car because I have another one in the garage, which we got last year after we pulled it from the woods after a 35-year slumber. Kind of an interesting turn of events for this thing to pop up. Of course it pops up in my busiest time of the year. This thing popped up from a man that was selling a bunch of cars. He runs a junk car business, and this was one of those cars that was about to be scrapped. So I don't have any pictures of where it sat because the guy had already pulled it from where it was sitting forever under a tree, and then he had it in his yard for a year or so, and now we have it. I drove up to get it that day, 2.5 hours, picked up the car, looked it over briefly because I didn't have a whole lot of time and I figured I was gonna buy it anyway. Threw the car on the trailer and took the roof rack off because I didn't want to lose it. That's back on now. Turned around and headed back home 2.5 hours. And by the time I got home, the sun had set and I had enough time to pull the old wheels and tires off that were all flat and coming off the rim. And I had some old Ford Ranger wheels that I slapped right on it as rollers for now. It is very disgusting. It needs just about everything. I don't think we're gonna get into vacuuming the inside of this today, but I promise you, someday we might. It is a 4-speed, non-overdrive, so M40 transmission. The interior is in great shape. It is a US delivered car. Everything is written in English on the dash. Being a wagon, they are the most valuable, and this one is mine. We know for a fact that this thing legit, that thing's hard to close. We know for a fact that this thing sat for a long time because of the lichen. It's a good sign that it sat for a very long time. It is quite gross. But I wanted to talk about the car a little bit before I got done, because it is baby blue, powder blue, light blue, whatever you want to call it, and it is fantastic. Look at this car. Come on. How can you not like that thing? I'm stoked. Let's get back into it. So I think that's going to be about it for this guy today. Well, there it is. There's our new wagon. We got plenty of other projects around here, so if you like this kind of thing, consider subscribing. We have too many projects around here. I've been trying to sell projects, but of course this one was a good deal and it was local, so what else is a guy supposed to do? I mean, look at it. It's perfect. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the channel. How about you get in the garage, you fix something, huh? Have a good day.